everyone. Today I want to talk about some of the things that a short fencer can do to overcome a tall fencer. I have Toki doing the video recording, so wave hi to her. Hi, Toki.
Hi, Toki.
So a couple of things to keep in mind if you are a shorter fencer. I am 5'8", so I am definitely outside of the height range for a lot of our better people. I remember when we first had the first 100 Masters of Defense, I think the average height of them was like 6'1". So height seems to be to your advantage. Salvador Fabris, even following up with all of his stuff on like finding the sword and here are all the fundamental techniques, says outright, and if you're tall, you don't really need to do any of this, but it's helpful. So shorter folks, I'm with you, I'm here for you. Let's talk. First, keep in mind that a taller person has a limited target on you, and mostly it's going to be from about your solar plexus up on your body. They might hit low, but they probably won't, because if you look, when they extend their arm to threaten, they're threatening about level with their shoulder, which for some of you guys is up here on me. Similarly, when they do their lunge, it drops down some, but we're still looking at sort of a general threat that's inside the taller person's kind of rib cage area. So if you see, I threaten, I lunge, everything in here kind of tells you where the target zone's gonna be. If a tall person is going for foot shots and stuff, you're way too close. So when you are, when you're fighting someone that's taller, if you get in your normal guard, you're way too low. You have to make some adjustments, and that can be getting way off of the textbook, but you have to make those adjustments to form a good counter guard, and that's mostly going to involve defending your face by having a more elevated guard. Once that happens, I know a lot of people will tell you, oh, you're the shorter person, you have to like bull rush in. It's not going to work all the time very well, because there are people who have this much of a reach advantage on me without even moving their feet. You know, they've got 45-inch blades, they're well over 6 feet tall. I just can't reach them, and I'm not a quick moving person. So what I do is twofold. Is one, I make them reach toward me first. And that can be done in a bunch of different ways, with kind of like retreating footwork to draw them out. If you think about it, you know, you want them to be chasing you so that you can then move forward and cut the amount of time it takes to close that distance in half. And when that happens, there are a couple of things that you can do, because my lunge doesn't reach tall people with one step. Very rarely does. So what I end up having to do is one of two things. I do my extension, I lunge, and then I have to do something else from here so that I can reach them. And that's often like this, with the girata, and I just keep passing through. So if I were doing that in a real fight, you know, I have my extension, my step, girata, and just keep moving.
Can you do that again?
Sure. Extend, lunge, girata, and just keep moving. Now I'm in my stable base. If I missed them, I can start doing other stuff, throwing cuts at the legs if that's in your system, your rule system. You know, another thing that can be done from here is, if you don't want to do the step behind yourself, is a step, the lunge, and then you can keep coming through like this, keeping the line closed. If there's a dagger involved, even better. Or if you prefer to go the other direction, do some kind of feint to get them to initiate a parry, and then come under and through, get a little bit more distance that way. Or if
again, please.
What's that?
Again, please.
Sure. step, come under and through. Ooh, right into the sun. Or if you are looking to work off of that lunge again, same sort of idea with the lunge, but then instead of recovering backward, you can recover your foot forward and gather and do it again. Or off the lunge, then you can step and just sort of run on by.
Step offline.
Step offline, yeah.
Do you want to try to do that like head on to show the
Sure.
step
Yeah,
offline?
Extension, step, and then offline, forward and through. All right, so that's it for this week. I'll put out another one again in the near future. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Everybody stay safe.